Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Hill with your final literacy for your non-chronological report. So it's the last day of term, it's Friday the 12th of February. So we've been writing a non-chronological report about keeping safe at the sea for all of the children in Key Stage 1, and that's to help children to understand how to keep safe at the seaside. We're going to be making sure we've got capital letters, finger spaces, full stops, question marks. We're using a range of conjunctions, titles, subheading, label diagrams, facts, and question words. Right, let's move on. So I thought we could do a little bit of grammar at the start of today's lesson. So we're going to have a go at adding the suffix ed to these words. So when we put the suffix ed onto a word, it shows that that word is in the past tense. So we've got jump, hunt, and buzz. So pause here and then have a go at writing those words with the suffix ed on. Okay, how did you get on? So if we write the word jumps, the root word stays exactly the same. Let me make that slightly bigger for you. The root word stays the same and we just add ed onto the end. Okay, the next word was hunt. And if we add ed on, we write hunted. There we go. And buzzed, it stays exactly the same. And you've got ed, the root word stays the same. Okay, now, which common exception word could you remember from year 1 that has been all jumbled up here? Have a little look. It's a place that's very important. And you used to come here every single day of the week. So let's see if we can have a go at doing that. So pause, and then I will tell you what the answer is. Okay, how did you get on? Don't know if you managed to guess, but the word was school. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a sentence which has all been jumbled up in the wrong order. And you're going to have a go at writing it correctly. So I'm going to read you what we've got and then see if you can unjumble it. Love's great, father, because he's everybody Christmas. So pause here and see if you can turn those words into a sentence that makes sense. My top tip would be to try and find the word with a capital letter, because that could be the start of your sentence, and think about punctuation that might come at the end. Okay, I'm going to do the sentence for you. So it's going to be everybody loves Father. Oh, that needs a capital letter. Father Christmas because he is great. And we finish with an exclamation mark. Okay, number 4. This sentence does not make sense. Add the word and to make a proper sentence. So let's read it and see if we can work out where and should go. I've got the delicious Easter eggs. We are going to hide them in the garden for everybody. So pause here and have a go at writing the sentence out, inserting that conjunction and. Okay, I'm going to show you the answer. So I've got the delicious Easter eggs and we are going to hide them in the garden for everybody. Brilliant, there's your sentence. Okay, so we've got some more here. So we're going to have a go at matching contractions, and then we've got a little bit of a hidden word search. So let's match the contractions to the word pairs. So pause here, you can have a go, and then I'm going to show you them all matched together. So how did you get on? So we've got he's, that goes with he is. Didn't, we'll go with do, did not. She'll, it's a bit funny to say sometimes, goes with she will. Don't is do not, and can't, cannot. Then a little bit of a little mini word search here. So see if you can have a go at finding the words written below. We've got door, children, climb, behind, stake, and pretty. So pause, and then you have a go at finding them. Okay, I've got my highlighter. Let me see what colour it's, oh, it's red. So I'm going to have a go at finding the words for you. So the first one I can spot is children, which goes over there. So I'm going to cross it out because we've got that one done. Oh, and then I can see door pretty quickly. Oh, and steak has just popped out for me down here at the bottom. Oh, pretty is going all the way down here. Where's behind? Oh, there it is. Behind. And now I'm looking for that one word climb, which you can see just down here. Okay, well done, everybody. So now we're just going to think about some of the technical words which we included when we were writing, when I was doing my shared and modelled write with you, and see if we can take one of the words from each of the paragraphs we wrote and make a little definition for them. So we've got volunteer, magnifies, and lifeguard. So if you want to pause here and have a go at writing your definitions yourself, by all means do. And I'm going to then show you a definition that I would write for them. So volunteer. So volunteer is a person who does not get paid and helps others. So a person who does not get paid to do a job. So we use that word in the sentence when we were describing the lifeboats people, because they are all volunteers. They do not get paid for doing the job that they do. Okay, magnifies. What does that word magnify mean? If you think about it, you might have used it in some science lessons. So the word magnify means to make bigger. And we were using that in terms of the Fresnel lens, weren't we? Saying that that magnifies the light which comes from the beacon at the top of the lighthouse. And a lifeguard is a person who keeps you safe at the beach. So, okay, that's great. Well done. So now let's move on. So here is our success criteria that we were using when we were writing our non-chronological report. So I'll try and make it so it fills the whole page for you. So we're looking to check that we've got capital letters, full stops, question marks, subheadings, introductions, label diagrams, technical words, conjunctions, so and, but, so, because, if, whilst and when, and fact boxes. So the one thing that we have not yet included in our non-chronological reports is a labelled diagram. So I found a picture here which has been made by a child of a lighthouse. I thought this would be a great example to show you because I love the way that they've collaged the materials to make their picture, and I love the way that they've done their labelling. So they've labelled it from the top. We've got the lightning rod, the ball vent, the lens, the dome, the watch room, the gallery, which is the bit where you can walk around the outside of the lighthouse, the tower, the entry, and the foundations. Foundations are the very bottom of a building, and they're really important. They have to be really strong in order to keep the lighthouse safe and secure. And then moving on, I've got some label diagrams here of some lifeboats. Now you had to go designing your own lifeboats during the week for your curriculum work. So it might be that you decide to insert that picture into your non-chronological report. So there's lots of different parts which make up a lifeboat. And again, I tried to choose a picture that had been drawn by a child for you. And I thought, well, what could you label on it? You've got the glass windows, you've got the railings. They're really important to keep people safe, and the rudder at the bottom of the boat. Okay, so here are your tasks for today. So the first job is to evaluate your work using the success criteria. So all of those things which we have gone through, check that you have used them. I would particularly check that you are using capital letters and full stops in every sentence that you are writing. And then your gold task is to add a labelled diagram of either a lighthouse or a lifeboat to your report. And finally, for platinum, you might want to add a glossary to your non-chronological report to explain some of the technical words that you have used. You could also, if you wanted to, add a fact box as well to your report. So we are very much looking forward to seeing these finished reports on Dojo. Take care, everybody. And that's the last literacy lesson for this half term. So have a good half term. Goodbye.